such a difficult game to get a handle on. Just happy to get the points in the end, or a bit frustrated with the shortcomings throughout the match?
A bit of everything. I think it's always a bugger because I think for the majority of tonight's game the girls were fantastic, and for some reason we just keep letting go of really good leads. Once again, that 17-point lead, same thing as what we did against Adelaide last week, and we just tightened up a little bit. But at least it's on the flip side today. We held on, so I'm still proud of the girls' overall effort. I think they did it for the better part of the game, do a really good job. And credit to Canberra, they shot the lights out. Like I think they could have closed their eyes and gone in the end. But I am frustrated that they still got open looks, and I don't think we showed a good enough hand to those shots in the end. So we'll address that, but at least we held on.
It is so difficult to play them when they're pressing and when they're as desperate as they were.
Yeah.
It seemed like the girls really matched so much of that in the competitive parts and finishing plays and those kind of things.
Yeah, I think anyone's going to look at what we did against Adelaide last week and get up and trap and press and whatever, and that's fine. It's good practice for us because we clearly need to work on it. And I think, as I said, overall I thought that we did a pretty good job against the press. And again, credit to Canberra, they are desperate for that first win, and we're desperate for it not to be against us. Stallworth was always going to make a really big difference. We're getting to face everybody full strength and doing a pretty good job. And I thought Canberra did a good job against against Sydney last week. So look, for the better part of tonight, for at least 3 and a bit quarters, I thought we were fantastic. And now we've just got I'd love a 4-quarter game from them. That would be swell.
The rebound count, you've won it by 10. I'm thinking that's pretty good return considering the height they have on you.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wrapped with Tegan's minutes tonight. I've been desperate to be able to get her in there because she's been coming along really, really well over the last few weeks, training really hard. I thought she gave us some great minutes. I thought this one was great tonight, and she was great last week too, which she's showing her early season form again. So great things are coming. It was fantastic to get Amy in there. I think Mills has still been fantastic. It was great to be able to actually reward her for I think she's been in just great form for us, and unfortunately on her 150th last Sunday it was a pretty gut-wrenching loss. So I thought that was great to be able to do that for her tonight. So just there were good, really great efforts all over the floor tonight. So I'm just glad that we have it on.
Annalise, from the start, you got some shots earlier. Are you looking to get aggressive against their bigs and try and make them defend a bit more early, or just come to you?
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. I think everyone's game plan across the board was to attack. So, I mean, yeah. And their bigs, they have good defense, but they've been playing a lot of minutes. So I think that's something we have over some of the bigs in the league, is that we have a good rotation. So.
How important was it tonight for the girls to finish plays, get the loose ball, get the ball at the end, even if it's been tipped out or anything like that? Because it seems so many times you girls came up with it in those kind of situations.
Well, last week, the game went sort of the same way, and we didn't get after those loose balls, and so it was a point for us this week to make sure that we, were the ones that were on the floor and getting scrappy, because we knew that that's sort of stuff is what wins games. So.
Fantastic. Tonight, how far off do you reckon she'll be?
I don't know. We only just found out today that she was out. She hasn't trained all week. There's clearly some issues going on with her shins, and doesn't sound too straightforward like everything else. So hopefully not too long, but we'll find out more through the week.
Absolutely. I mean, just with last week and tonight, excuse me, it just seems like there aren't any freebies in the league this year. Everyone's fighting hard, and they might be 0-11, but they get to within 4 of you.
Absolutely, and I think I've mentioned it a few times this year that you just cannot get away with having any lapses. So credit to every team. I think it's a really exciting season. I can't remember the last one like this, where you could pretty much throw a blanket over everybody, and I think everyone's bringing on that Christmas break to look after a few sore bodies and try and pick up some form in that back end. So it's going to be a really exciting second half of the season, and with just every single win you just cherish.